Cannondale have taken charge at the front now. And then we've got the two riders from Astana, and they are thinking of Vincenzo Nibali now, who's briefly been in the red jersey this year. And he's the only man, if they were all to cross the line in the same time, which I think is unlikely, to be able to take the lead away from Chris Horner, because there is a 10-second win bonus, and Nibali is 3 seconds off that red jersey. Three kilometres to go. There's the banner across the road.
Another kilometre and we're going to hit the hill.
Bringing the riders up towards the line now is some fine work, and I think it's Tiziano Dall'Antonia who's setting the pace for Cannondale. But Astana are looking extremely dangerous. They're the team that won the team time trial and earned the red jersey for Yanni Brakovic on day one. And then on day two it was Nibali who took over the lead on the same team. And they are looking now to line it up here. Nibali is a big favourite in the race this year.
Well, he's the guy that everybody's, I think, sees as the ultimate favourite. I think him, Valverde, Rodriguez are the obvious three.
Now here comes the move by Astana as they're trying to put Nibali into a situation. A little bit of confusion amongst the Cannondale Orica boys rather, because Baden Cook I just got a glimpse of, and I can't believe it, but Baden Cook is still in that group as well. Now the tailwind indicated by the flag might be significant as we start the climb up to the finish. A lot of tired legs there, Graham, judging by the length of that peloton all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think there'll be a few that are happy to have got where they are now, and I soon think we'll start to see riders going out the back. But are we going to see an attack? But maybe the fact that it's a tailwind won't just be that the pace is so high that nobody can attack.
As they hit the 2 kilometre banner, our computer says we're 1.8 from the line, which I tend to believe. And as we look now, Astana have only got one pacemaker left at the front, which indicates to me a little chance of a surprise attack from the peloton, perhaps by Nibali as we get up towards the line. That gives you a little bit of a better impression of the ramp up to the line. And look at the way it winds right over the top, Graham. I cannot believe that this will come down to a sprint finish.
Now somebody's got to attack sooner or later. I could see Daniel Moreno as well placed there as well. He's wearing the King of the Mountains jersey. He's not leading that competition, but he's placed in it, and he's the next one on the list to wear the jersey.
He's tucked in there in third wheel at the moment. As he looks round, Fletcher is right up here as well. But this isn't the final move by any means. These are the riders just waiting here to when they think they should make the move.
Bosenhagen's well placed as well there.
Well, Moreno surprised us all on top of the Mer de Huy in Belgium back in April, and here comes a move, and it's gone straight away. It's Juan Antonio Fletcher who's made a little move here. They're trying to control this race with Jose Herrada on the front, followed by Moreno. Now, this is going to cause a little bit of disturbance. Bosenhagen sits there in 6th place. Moreno is in 2nd and doesn't want to take up the lead because he was looking for a little sprint of his own. He's not going to get any help from the rider behind because he's on the same team as Fletcher up front.
Fletcher's tried to attack, but he's not really getting anywhere, and it's Moreno who takes it up now, and he's going to attack.
Well, this is the rider on top of the Mer de Huy who won Flèche Wallonne, and that gave him his first ever classic win. He hasn't won since, and that was back in April, but boy, he says something special here because he's riding for the finish now. It looks like it is Cancellara who's gone after him. Cancellara can produce strong finishes when he wants to as he tries to reach the back wheel. Now the question is, has Daniel Moreno gone a little bit too soon? He's still got strength, but watch out for Fabian Cancellara. He's a very determined man. trying to defend, of course, for Chris Horner, but Cancellara hasn't lost this yet, but I think he's about to. Moreno gets the victory for Spain right on the line. Cancellara goes over in second place. But the big news is that Cancellara's teammate Horner will keep red.
Yeah, there was no gaps. I was looking closely, no gaps in that peloton. It was still pretty much all together, but a fantastic attack by Moreno. And as you say, most importantly, Horner's kept that red jersey.
Except that he hadn't, but we'll get to that in a moment after we give due credit to a brilliantly timed attack for the stage win by Dani Moreno. There's the result. Fabian Cancellara never really looked like catching him. Michael Matthews just pipped Gianni Meersman for third place. Then came Bauke Mollema, Edvald Boasson-Hagen clearly regaining health and strength, Rinaldo Nocentini and Warren Barguil. Henao, Roche, Valverde, Rodriguez and Nibali all got the same time as the winner, but others didn't. The race officials decided there was a 1 second gap here between Bartosz Huzarski in the blue and white of Netap Endura and Dominic Neerts in the red and black of BMC. Now, as soon as there's a 1 second gap, real-time gaps are taken, and so everyone on the wrong side of it lost 6 seconds. Unluckily for him, that included Chris Horner, who'd thought he was finishing safely in the middle of a pack all on the same time. The likes of Oran, Sanchez and Dan Martin also lost 6 seconds, but Horner was the only one leading the race by 3 seconds, so it didn't really matter so much for everyone else. Now, while all this was being worked out, the jersey presentations all went a bit faulty towers as podium girls emerged with flowers, found they had no one to give them to and shuffled sheepishly back off the stage. Daniel Moreno did manage to get up there twice for the stage win and as the new leader in the points competition.
Ayer le comentaba a Purito eso, que quería ganar en la etapa esta del fin del mundo porque me gustaba el nombre, era original y yo creo que se podía quedar grabada.
So Nicolas Roche lost the green jersey today, but he keeps the lead in the King of the Mountains and the combined jersey competition. The important change, though, was at the top of the standings overall. That 6 seconds gap means that Vincenzo Nibali, who was enjoying the peace and quiet of second place, is back in the race lead by 3 seconds from Chris Horner. Nicolas Roche stays third at 8 seconds. Alejandro Valverde moves up 1 to 5th to split the Radio Shack pair of Zubaldia and Kieselowski. Rigoberto Oran stays 7th, and today's stage winner is up to 8th. Most of the names we're watching behind them shuffled up a couple of places.